In your organization, we've all probably noticed that there's a formal hierarchy where authority lives, and then there's the informal hierarchy, and that's where influence lives. There are the people who you go to for decisions, i.e. the exercise of authority, and then there are people you go to for support and advice and all of that. Those are the influence-based relationships. Now, I don't mean to suggest that influence and authority are an either-or paradigm. Ideally, they're not. Ideally, you want to have influence where you have authority as well. The research shows that everybody that occupies a position of leadership, while they have authority, not all of those people have positive influence. And I say positive because influence can be both positive and negative. I mean, my mom used to tell me when I was growing up, I don't want you hanging with those guys down there because they're a negative influence on you. There's the negative side and the positive side. What we want to address is what we all aspire to, which is we want to have positive influence in the lives and the careers of our people and our peers and the people we work with. These are some things that you can do that will help you get your arms around for yourself. It'll help you get your arms around influence and what that would be like or how you would create that in your relationships. So first and foremost, do you have positive influence with your direct reports? Well, write down. If you think you do, then you'd say yes. If you're unsure, you'd say, I don't know. The second part of that is how would you know, right? So how are you as a leader? If you think influence is important, how do you find out whether you have it or not? Now, again, this is something that in our leadership programs, we help organizations, we help people do that. We have surveys that we've designed. We've got other things that we can give organizations and people to help answer those questions. But plainly, I mean, one of the biggest contributors toward influence is relationship. So what's the quality of relationship that you would need as a leader to find out what kind of influence you have with your people? And that's something that you're equipped. Each of you are equipped to ask yourself that question and generate some ideas around that. Good start there. Secondly, what does it take for you to grant others positive influence? Because chances are there are some common elements around influence. Yes, there are individual preferences, but there's a foundation of common elements that if we all do those things or provide those things to others, influence will come back to you. So inventorying what those things are for you is a great way for you to begin to develop a list of things that maybe then you can start to work on in your relationships with your people. And then finally, what do you think your people are looking for in a leader that they would see as positively influential in their career? So what do you think your people are looking for? And then you take that along with your answer to the second one, and you start to create a picture of what that influence relationship might look like. And then you can ask yourself, what's possibly missing for you to become that leader? What's possibly missing if you put it in place that the result would be you'd have those relationships?